Hello everyone. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about your profit and loss statement. This is the template that you've been provided within the classroom, and it looks exactly like this. So when you first open it, you'll see here that I have a cursor, and it looks like an arrow. Just drag it to the top and it will combine all the cells together that need to be combined. The only thing that you're going to be worried about with the profit and loss, one area that's missing from here is what's called a direct cost. Okay, so what you're dealing with for this task is this. First of all, back on your base fee and your startup capital, you came up with a figure on how many shoots per year that you would have to have in order to create a break-even point, right? Okay, so now let's say that I am a wedding photographer, and first of all, I'm going to list my first type of income as a wedding photographer. Let me zoom in a little bit, make this a little bit easier to see. And let's say that during the course of a year, I need to shoot about 52 shoots a year to break even. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look at my whole year. Let me bring this back down, and I want to break this up into my busy seasons. Okay, so typically for me, because I live in the desert and it's warm out here, I can essentially shoot any time of year. Okay, so January would be a slow month for me, but maybe February I I would be able to shoot more because you have Valentine's Day. You may have other events within your area during that time. So maybe I want to shoot 15, no, maybe about 5 weddings that month. Okay, so I'm just going to put this figure up here under the revenue just to go ahead and lay out the foundation of how this is all going to work. Okay, so March, I would start seeing an increase of my shoots, so maybe 6 or 7 here. And April, even more so. I might do 10 in one month. May, even more so. So maybe I want to bring this up to about 12. June. Now, here in the desert, we get temperatures of over 100 degrees. So, not very likely that I would be doing that many here. So, I might want to bring this figure back down to about 7. July, same thing. I'll bring it down to 5. Same thing with August. I'll go ahead and make it 6. September, starting to cool down a little bit. Probably start to pick up here, maybe go back to 10. October, even better, because now we're looking at Memorial Day is over. We've got the snowbirds coming in. So bring it back up to maybe about 12 or 15. Same thing with November. You've got holidays. So maybe another 12. I'm sure I've gone over my 52. And December, this could be a mix for me. It could be really good or really bad. Okay, so this is how I fluctuated throughout the year based on my experience as a wedding photographer and when my busy seasons are. Okay, so if I were just doing portrait photography or studio photography, my figures may be a little bit different. Okay, so what I would do is vamp up my shoots during my slow seasons to help make up the difference in cost. Okay, but let's just go through this really quick. So January, not so much. So my income would be minimal. Maybe I'll make my income from from my studio shoots and so on. Okay, so you're going to base your income on that salary that you've been stating throughout your worksheets. That income, I need a fixed income here. Okay, so for example, if I plan on making $1,500 a month in January, here I'm picking up my costs, so maybe my income will increase to about $2,400 for just the wedding photography. Okay, I would assume it's a lot more than this, but I'm just giving you an idea of how this works. 7, I would want to increase it again. 10, maybe 5,000 by that point, and maybe 6,500 by this point, and so on. Okay, so you get the idea. My income is going to fluctuate during my business and during my busy seasons and my slow. So, okay, so now I've got all my income predicted. So let's look at the salaries and your expenses, okay? You've already given me all your expenses. Now, likewise, during the busy seasons, those expenses are not static. The only thing that should say static would be your rent. For example, if you have a mortgage on your house and it's $1,200 a month, okay, that I should see that all the way across. Okay, but where it changes, however, is perhaps in these other expenses. Maybe your equipment, your repairs, your repair figures would go up as your shoots go up. Likewise, when you have a slow season, as in July, those figures would go back down. Okay, so everything is an up and down situation. And one thing to remember, you guys, is that as a new business, you will not show any profit within the first 3 to 5 years. Okay, that's a given. If you're lucky enough to break even during that time, that's great. But use this time wisely. Look at what you've got. Look at what if you're already working in the photography field, look at what you've earned so far and see where you need to go and what you need to do. And then in your summary, you're going to be writing about how you can make up the difference in your slow seasons to bring that cost back up where instead of a negative number, you might show a profit within your business. Okay, so this is basically what I'm expecting to see for this task. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, email me, or post questions under the professor. Thank you so much.